And we're live, it says. So, here we go. Crypto Hulk here on Crypto Hulk channel. Yes, I am. And today, this is a crypto channel for beginners, intermediates, and today we're going to have a shorter program. I have a feeling nothing like my last one, which went over an hour. Today's program, we're going to kind of recap again. I have a lot of questions. And I was listening to Digital Asset Investor, and that made me have even more questions. So I was going to come up with a video, and then I heard his program, and I'm like, well, damn, there's like another gazillion questions I'd like to know, you know? Because we've gone over this before, and this whole court case. So we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum primarily, along with XRP. Those are like, something's going on with all these three, okay? Something is going on. And the more I look into it, the more questions, the more insanity there is. It's just, it's like a big hole. It keeps getting bigger and bigger, and you can't get out of it because you just want to keep digging. And the more you dig, you might answer one question, but you pull up 10 more. And then you try to answer. It's just, this shit never ends. So I'm just trying. I don't have answers for all these questions, by the way, but this is how we learn what's going on in the crypto environment. I want you all to know, to be more aware of what's going on. Like I said, I'm not going to have all these answers, but we're sure going to have a hell of a lot of questions. And that's what today's show is going to be about. We're going to look over, why is there so many fucking questions? Why is there so much illegal shit going on? Why is there so much unclear rules? How do we have unclear rules? Why is nobody investigating this shit? On and on and on. You'd be like, fuck, this is a mess. How did all this shit happen? You know? So we have cryptos as a whole. All of them pretty much are going down. So it's not just an XRP thing or just this court case that's hurting XRP. No, we're talking all across the board pretty much. You know, some of them, okay. But just a lot of these are dropping for some reason. There's like 10 million fucked up things happening. So let me look at the live chat first, say hello, and then we'll get into some thoughts that I have here. AJ is here. Ibrahim Arab. Yo. Underpass is here again. E-Bomb. And let's see. Henry Maldonado kicks for Mike. What's up, Mike? I Funked It First is here again. Freedom Fitness Boot Camp. What's up, dog? Time for more facts. Yeah, we're going to go over some facts. And then we're going to have, like, for every one fact we bring up, we're going to have 10 questions that should have already been answered by our government. That's how this show's going to be. Because this shit is just way out of control. It's like when a parent leaves a bunch of 8-year-olds in the house and comes back 4 or 5 hours later, some shit that never should be done. That's what the fuck we got going on here. Somebody has let about 6 8-year-olds loose in the house with all kinds of coke and energy drinks and shit, and God knows what else the kids find in the house. That's what we got going on in the crypto world and in our government. This fucking stuff is so unorganized, so unorthodox, so illegal that I'm just wondering how did this happen? Like, we're all living our lives. I got my life, you got yours. They got their jobs to do and they haven't done it. We're going to raise a lot of questions this evening or morning, wherever you're at. We're going to raise a lot of questions on how the fuck did the 8-year-olds get left in the house unattended, okay? Somebody needs to call Child Protective Service because that's what I really feel is what's going on here. Okay, if you got to be up at 4, go to sleep. I don't want to interfere with your jobs. You're not rich yet. Dylan M., go to sleep. Watch this later. Don't get fired. You make one mistake at work, and they're probably going to fire you. Do not, they used to say, don't count your chickens before they hatch from the eggs, all right? EG is here. Hi, EG. Jew F baby. Hello, Hulk. Mr. XRP, all in. How are you, bro? I'm doing good. A little tired today, and I don't know why. But I had a great workout. Ate at that Mexican restaurant again. Oh, snap! So I met the owner. I won't mention his name, but he owns the absolute best Mexican restaurant I've ever been at. They had the brunch this morning. I didn't eat the brunch. I had the fajitas again, all that steak and veggie. So, but anyhow, enough of all that. Good food though. But I was talking to the owner, and he has Uphold. He spent $5,000 and got XRP, 5,000 on XLM. He wants me to show up on Wednesday, which is 3 days from now, and he wants my help to come up with $15,000 more worth of investments. Now, I didn't give my disclaimer. Let me do that right now. Okay, so my name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not an investment advisor. I don't know any kind of person with a name like Crypto Hulk, no office, no degree in finance, nothing. I'm not a financial advisor, in case you haven't noticed, for the slow people. Do not listen to a word that I say on this video. Everything is like a total lie. I make everything up on this channel, and it'd be foolish for you to copy anything that I say or do or whatever. And if you mess up, don't come crying to me, because it sucks being you. Got it? Okay. Now that the legal disclaimer's done, so I'm talking to this guy. He's already put in 10 grand. He wants to put another 15. I think we're going to go, like I said, we already got XLM, XRP. I'm almost certain we're going to drop, he's going to load in crypto.com, because they have a software wallet that works great with VeChain. So he's going to load in 5,000 with crypto.com, $5,000. So now we're up to 15 grand. I think I'm going to have him put in 5,000 for Dogecoin. And I think that's the 5. 1, 2. Wait, no, we got one more. I think like Algorand. I have to check on that. If Algorand is under $1, he's going to get that. Or if Hedera Hashgraph, I think it might be $8. I don't know. I got to check on those. But I think it's the Algorand one. Somebody could maybe mention in the comments here, the live chat. Check with your phone and go to CoinMarketCap or wherever you want and see where is Algorand. So it's going to be, I think he's going to have like 5 grand across the board on 5 different cryptos. Just because if something really fucked up happens with XRP, and for some reason he is, see, everybody has different, buy Doge with profits, buy more XRP. Well, I'm telling you, I only drink on the weekends, folks. So starting tomorrow, it's Gatorade. So I got dry sauna Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Anyhow, what are people saying? Would you suggest Doge? Because Doge is going to be on the Flare network. Flare is going to have XRP, XLM, Doge, Litecoin, and I don't think they're going to put Doge on there if it was going to be a nothing burger. So I'll consult with a couple of my friends with that. But there's something to Doge, and it's Corona Extra. It's my favorite. Veronica Rosario. So, yeah, I don't think Doge is a ripoff. I really don't, and I'm going to talk to him about it. Maybe we do 2,500 on Doge. See, it's just a tough one. I know that Elon Musk was pumping that sucker up, but I don't care. I'm not doing it for Elon. Elon has I don't listen to a word he says. I do what I think. And I watch a bunch of different news, and I watch a different YouTube providers, and I make my own decision. Yeah, I know what Charles Hodgkins even said about Doge being a pet rock. I listen to all the same interviews you guys do, probably more, maybe not. Now that I'm making this channel, but I think Charles Hodgkins is wrong, and the reason is because Crypto Eddie, that's crypto and then ERI, she is pretty smart, and she was kind of talking about how it's very possible Charles Hodgkins, uh, or Hoskins, what his name is, I don't really care. How he's kind of missing it with Doge, that it's like a nothing coin and a joke. I'm going with Crypto Eddie, and just not only just going with her, but I listen to her like I tell you guys to, and then I make my own mind up. Because then how is Flair going to use Doge if Doge is a pile of shit? They're not. So I will reevaluate it before Wednesday, the $5,000, but we're definitely doing 5,000 VeChain, 5,000 Algorand. I'm going to talk to some of my friends, and we may or may not do the 5,000 in Doge. Maybe it's 2.5, and I get something else for 2.5. Because this guy already missed the boat about buying it. I told him when I was buying the shit way a long time ago, and they weren't interested. So now he's like, "Oh, I want to buy it." I'm like, "Well, you're lucky now, because it's like everything. A lot of this shit's 50% off. It's like going shopping for 50% off." So that is his plan, to drop in about 25,000. Yeah. So we're gonna go with those, and those are the ones that I'm comfortable with and I like. And I'm not saying what you've picked is wrong or whatever. I just like these. I've looked into a lot of these. I trust them. People that I've listened to hundreds of their videos trust them as well. And that's the reason I'm making my decision. You guys make your own, and don't, copy me or whatever. I'm just telling you what I do. I'm very transparent. I'll tell you what I'm doing and what I tell my friends to do. And I already gave a disclaimer. So there you have it. So let me back up here. Corruption. Yeah, today's video that we're going to make, or that I'm going to present to you guys, is just, there's something bad going on. And that's why I got into making these videos, because I know people are going to get screwed over, and I'm just trying my best to help people realize stuff. I don't have all your answers. I don't have your answers, okay? I can give you ideas. That's what I do. I produce a video to give you ideas for you to think, and I'll tell you my thoughts and conspiracies and stuff. But I'm not into that inner circle. I'm not into with the top elites. I'm a guy who makes fucking videos, But I'm trying to help you out there think of stuff to get yourself in a better situation. All right, that's what I do. I don't. So now for new people, I don't have commercials on my channel. I don't make a dime from this. I don't have. I was able to monetize within like 3 days of starting Crypto Hulk. Within 2, I'm thinking, but definitely if I was going to be safe, 3 days, making 3 videos, and boom, I'm already able to get monetized. Okay, that was 6 weeks ago. I've been chopped down at the knees on YouTube, so they won't allow my hours and a lot of things to accumulate. So what I would have to do is start from scratch all over again. But you know what? I really don't fucking care. I'm not doing this for more viewers. If I get more viewers and I get more spam and scammers, and then I got to hire, more the moderator, I'm just tired of that shit. So just feel kind of good. We have a little community here on Crypto Hulk, and it's nice and small. It's manageable. And we're going to learn some stuff. Then you're going to make your own decisions about how you want to invest in cryptos. All right. That's pretty much where I'm at here. I'm not going to be doing this forever. I don't need the money from this. I'm not doing it for money or for like fame. I will be making a podcast. Some guy that I used to know, he has a channel, and we met at Costco this weekend. I haven't seen him for a year because all the gyms have been closed. So he wants to collaborate and make stuff, because he's got a pretty good viewership, and he wants me to teach them about some crypto stuff. So I'm like, well, I'm not no expert, dude. So all I'm going to do is give him my opinion. So yeah, that's going to be up and coming, and I'll tell you where you can go to find that out. We haven't decided on a date or anything. I'm going to meet him probably, I don't know, next weekend or the weekend after that. We're going to talk. I'm going to watch his show. He's going to ask me questions. And if we're a good fit, then we're going to produce something and have some fun at it so people can learn. If you sold, okay, different rules for the elites. Yeah, different rules for the elites. Going in, Hulk going in. Yeah, absolutely. I'm so in on this. So Joe Boiler, I'm ready to smoke a joint and have a cold Bud Light. Hey, it's Sunday. It's a weekend for me, and it's an evening. What is it, 8 o'clock or 7:30 or 7:50? Okay, so it's 10 minutes from 8. So it's 8 p.m. on a Sunday, and I was out and about all day doing stuff, eating good food. No margaritas at the restaurant. I'm like, fuck, because I don't drink and drive. So I'm like, you know what? When I get home, I got Corona. Because, yeah, my friend's like, oh, let me get, because I don't, certain things right now, sometimes I don't pay when I go there, and sometimes I do. I'm sure once I make a lot of money, this guy will just be like, eat whatever you want and drink whatever. So, yeah, I just did my disclaimer. I'm kind of maybe behind on some of these live chats. So, Ronnie Size is here. Mexican food. Oh, this place is so awesome. This Mexican food. Fucking love it. I'm going back Wednesday. Me and him are going to eat and talk business and have a good time. Buy Doge. Doge. EG's like buy Doge with profits. Algorand. So X Infinity. Oh, XDC. Fuck, that might be it too. Okay. 2,500 Doge, 2,500 XDC. I'm going to look into XDC a little more. We might just drop the full 5,000 on the XDC because that's part of the R3 and they're good. Good payments kind of. So I'm thinking that's what we're probably going to do. Yeah. XDC with $5,000 possibly. So I'm going to have to think about this one. Because, I mean, if he loses it, he's going to be pissed. But I'm also telling him, look, dude, this is all a risk. So we want to spread it out. I don't want to put in like 10,000 $10,000 into XRP, or you know, because there's a lot of shit going on, and our government is so fucking crooked that I don't know what they're going to do. So if they nail XRP hard, then he's gonna. I don't want him to put all of his eggs in one basket like I did. Because he's not, I just want to kind of spread out his risk. You know, he might not make as much in the end, but he's not going to lose as much if some bad shit happens to XRP. So he's kind of like spread out evenly. All right. That's kind of why we're doing this. More of a conservative approach. HBAR. Yeah. I like the HBAR, VeChain, XLM, XRP. Got a big pullback. HBAR is solid. Yeah, I like that too. Hello, Crypto Cat. Johnny Two Dub. Johnny Paez. Lambo yet. Hey, you never know. Like I was telling my friend, I mean, you just don't know how this is going to go. Everything is so up in the air and disorganized, right? Like it's just a big fucking mess. So I told the guy, he ain't in a rush to be rich. Obviously, if he's coming up with $25,000 for me to dump in for him, so he's got some money. But I said to him, you know, in a year to two at the most, you can pretty much retire from the job as a manager or running your restaurant, dude. I'm just telling you, about a year to two would be about the right time. I said it's also possible. It could be 6 months to a year. I mean, but I said, for you, just don't. He's like, well, he's not trying to get rich tomorrow. He doesn't fucking care. He just doesn't want to work at the restaurant until he's like 110 years old. So I said, dude, then 1 to 2 years, man. You're fine, 1 to 2 years. So whatever. He's like, I mean, he likes his job. He's got great people working for him. So I'm telling you this for some of you guys to kind of understand how, when I talk to my friends, how we discuss reality when it's going to moon and shit. Like I'm not expecting tomorrow and next week or 3 months. I mean, if it happens, great. Him and me are in the same situation. He makes a good, I don't know, a guy probably makes 100,000, 120 a year at the restaurant. You know, like I don't make that. I'm not saying, but like we're in both like he makes a lot. I'm retired, so I'm not trying to be rich next week. I don't fucking care what the charts say, like I said from yesterday. So some of you guys are in different positions and stuff, and you need it to moon right away, or you're listening to people. You don't know. Nobody knows. You can't chart this, okay? And I'm making this video just because now a lot of the chart people are starting to, a lot of these YouTube broadcasters are using less they're not focusing a lot on charts lately because all the hype is kind of like the wind is out of the whatever, like it's kind of deflating all the hype. Now, the minute a price starts going up, oh shit, these people, these YouTube program people are going to start using the charts and all that dumb shit, all right? Look, they were using all these fucking charts 3 weeks ago, like I said, and now look at it. It doesn't mean a fucking thing, all right? You can't use a chart. It's not predictable. See, the government, there's all this stuff that they're doing that we don't know about, and it could come out tomorrow. It could come out 3 months from now. Like, you don't know. That's why the people, well, the charts are showing XRP's up 5% over yesterday. Who the fuck cares? Like, I'm trying to be real with you guys. I'm not doing hype. I'm not showing XRP. Like, people put these headlines on their, they call it clickbait to get viewers and shit. Put like XRP got cheated, and then it's in court by Jay Clayton or something like. So they try to make all the. I don't sensationalize stuff. I just tell you what I see, and what I see is a big fucking mess in the government. I see some kind of corruption. I see a lot of unanswered questions, like a ton of unanswered questions on why the fuck did this happen and that one, and why didn't they bust Ethereum, and then there's all this stuff. You can't predict that with a fucking chart, okay? Give me a fucking break. If you believe that shit, I guess you believe in Tinkerbell, Sleeping Beauty, what's some of these other fucking Disney movies? Aladdin and shit, okay? The genie one where you shine the bottle and the genie pops out, Aladdin. And it's like, that's what the charts are. If you understand what I'm talking about, and you understand reality and not like fairy tale land, because the only place that shit works is at Disneyland and Disney World. When you leave Disneyland, all that magical shit's over. You got it? So in the real world, so if you want to believe in charts and stuff, go to Disneyland or Disney World, and then you can, flying up high, and all that kind of dumb shit. I don't do the charts because you've got to be like a fool, okay? You cannot predict what the government and SEC and all these Treasury, the international money, you're dealing with all these kind of things. You don't know, except if you watch the news. And then right now what we're trying to do is like not predict. We're trying to understand kind of what's going on. And then we'll offer, because a chart just shows you what's happened in the past and what's happening now. But nobody could predict when Jay Clayton left, he was going to leave a lawsuit you can't predict that shit. That's what I'm saying. Just bam, comes out of nowhere. And then it just whoop drops. Like, you can't predict shit, okay? The only thing you can do is prepare. That's why I'm having this guy spread out his investments into 5 different ones, okay? And with that, then he has a good chance of making it. So let me check some suggestions. I mean, the live chats here. XRP, Hulk XRP is in a strong position. What could go wrong in your opinion? Nick Elliott, 1983. XRP is in a strong position. Okay. Look, just that. You can't. Okay, I'm going to go over some things. I heard, okay, because to answer that question, you've got to understand what I'm trying to go over right now. So I wrote down as number 1 in here the time frame. So let's go over a time frame. See, what I'm about to show you makes no fucking sense, okay? So therefore, you can't make sense out of nonsense. Stuff that's just random, it's not predictable, it's supposed to follow the law, it doesn't follow the law. Even though it's supposed to, it does. How you can't predict for that shit. If things follow the law, then you can predict it, right? That's why there's a thing called laws. So if a street has a sign on it that says 35, you can pretty much damn near predict that people are going to be going 35 to 40, okay? And if somebody's doing 65, that's like an outlier. That's some bizarre shit that's going on, okay? What we have in the United States, due to the, let's say, I don't even know what's going on with their government officials. I'll put it that. I mean, bribery. Who knows? But you have a street. I'm trying to show an analogy here. You have a street that says 35 miles an hour, and you got some people going 5, some people going 20, some people going 100, and almost nobody's getting in trouble. But here's the next thing. There's no street sign, okay? So this is a street that you thought was 35. I mean, you've lived in this town, right? But somebody took all the street signs out. And this could be in a street where it's not in a residential, so you can't say 25. So it's one of these, that's what we got going on. So how can you predict? So I can't answer the question that XRP's in a strong position. What could go wrong? Everything is going wrong. That's why I'm making this video. Everything is fucked up, okay? It's because they're not following, the government's not following rules or doing what they're supposed to do. Everything is a fucking mess. So let's go over this. And once I go over this, hopefully you're not more confused. And if you're more confused, it's okay. That's what I'm talking about. This whole thing is so fucking confusing that it's not an XRP issue. Nick Elliott, 1983, it's not an XRP issue. This is a systematic, the whole fucking system has a problem, okay? That's what we're dealing. It's not an XRP. It's not necessarily a Bitcoin problem. It's not a Algorand problem or a doggy coin problem. This is a systematic fuck up, okay? So you have in 2008, Bitcoin was invented by the fairy tale, okay? Tell me if this makes any fucking sense, because here's where we start. The very beginning of me trying to explain this is going to show you how fucked up everything is. And the more that I talk about it, you'll see that none of this shit makes any sense. And then he's asking me, well, XRP's in a strong position. What could go wrong? The whole fucking system's gone. It's not what could go wrong. It's what already has gone wrong. I hope all the crypto Hulk people are kind of understanding what I'm saying. It's not, well, what's going to go wrong in the future? It's already going wrong right now with all the cryptos. This is not an XRP thing. XRP's one of them that went to court. There was a couple other people that had to go to court, but they paid a fine and moved on, and everything's lovey-dovey. Okay, so in 2008, Bitcoin rolls up on the scene. It was made by a fairy tale character. We don't know. Is that strange? Yes, that's very bizarre. So that's number one. Totally does not make fucking sense. It is then sold all around the world. That doesn't make sense. How is an exchange in the United, let's just talk the United States. Let's not talk about other countries, because that's what's going to make this thing more fucked up. How is the United States going to allow at crypto exchanges for some mysterious crypto called Bitcoin to be sold when they don't? Okay, so that's the second thing. How's the news media not going to investigate who made Bitcoin and what the fuck is it? How's the state police? We already talked about this yesterday. How's the state investigative police, the federal? Like, it just starts adding up. How is it the SEC is allowing Bitcoin to be sold when we don't know who the fuck made it? Now we're up to like 10 things, and I haven't even gotten started in tonight's news thing, or else we're going to be here till like 12 o'clock. That's why I'm making this video, because it is so messed up. Everything is all fucked up and done wrong. And we're still back at 2008. So what is that? 13 years ago? 14 years ago? It goes all the way back to then. So this XRP thing is being sold in this country. Nobody knows who made it. No one's investigating it. I mean, no one's asking any questions. I mean, does that seem normal? Legal? I don't know. No, the answer is no. Then right around 2013, you get a company called Ripple that started. And they're a cross-border payments company. They started off as primarily. And they're kind of watching Bitcoin and how it works and assuming that, well, some mysterious person made Bitcoin, so let's go off and give Bank of America and like give different people this stuff called XRP that we made so they can get it to use it. And then after a couple years, because I remember they were watching for 5 years, from 2008, 2013. They're watching Bitcoin just do its thing and not getting in trouble, right? I mean, if you're watching shit and nothing's happening, you know there's a thing called the SEC, and they're watching it every day. So after 5 years of it, nothing happens, well, I guess we're going to kind of do the same thing too. So they made a crypto, and I'm just kind of telling the story. If some of my things are off, I don't care. All right, just go with the story. All right. So 5 years later, I start doing this. I think at around 2015, maybe, they get in trouble by the Treasury, the arm of the Treasury called FinCEN, which are like the police. They fine Ripple. Ripple pays a fee, and then FinCEN, which is the Treasury, determines. So our government's police determine that Ripple is a digital currency. Keyword meaning currency. Got it? And Ripple goes on to do what they do, pass out their cryptos to all the other. And then at some point, the Department of Justice of our government gets involved and also determines that Ripple XRP is a currency. So now you got two police arms of our government calling it a currency. Okay. But let's backtrack 1 year to 2014. The guy that started Ethereum, he is recorded selling that shit for shares of his company to raise money. He uses the word fundraiser. The SEC does nothing, nada, senor, nothing at all. That's illegal securities sales, the SEC, and they've even got them on tape doing it on the internet. No one's doing a fucking thing in our government. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm not going to go on with this for right now, or I might not, but none of this shit, and this shit goes on up until, okay, so then some lawsuit happens in like 30 months ago. 30 months ago, the SEC started an investigation on Ripple, and it took them 30 months to say, yeah. Now, Ripple's only been around for like 8 years, right? Only 8 years doing this shit. For some reason now, they're waiting till the past 30 months. They investigate, and they want to say that they're doing illegal security sales. Well, that's interesting, because already 2 government agencies are calling it a currency. Like the law enforcement agencies of the United States Department of Justice and the Treasury have already called it a currency, and the SEC is trying to bust them. Does any of this make any fucking sense? It's not that Ripple did anything wrong. So that's the guy's question again. XRP is a strong company. What could go wrong? Brad Garland House is probably asking himself that, what the fuck happened? How did this happen? So how am I supposed to know what's going to happen to XRP when the fucking CEO had no idea for 8 years that they were going to try to get arrested? This shit don't make sense. You can't predict this shit with a chart, okay? Just sorry, it's your wake-up call. So, after 30 months, so what the SEC decides to do, see, obviously they didn't have enough information. Let me tell you something. I've worked with prosecutors and stuff before. I'm not new to this shit, okay? And I've worked with detectives and stuff. It's called phishing. What you do without a warrant is you try to meet the suspect, try to talk to them. You're phishing, trying to get them to admit the shit or whatever, okay? Or you're trying to get anything you can. And hopefully they bite at the worm that you got and they self-incriminate themselves, and then you can more easily arrest that person. But the SEC tried to file this lawsuit, and they wanted to fish. They wanted to ask the judge for the personal financial records of Brad Garlinghouse and his assistant, okay, the other gentleman running Ripple at that time. They wanted their personal financial records. Well, that seems kind of personal to me, but the SEC is like, oh, no, it's necessary for this case. Well, the judge struck it down and said that's bullshit. So what Ripple tried to do, because Ripple's smart, okay, one for one, tit for tat. So what Ripple decides to do is they petition the judge for the emails of the SEC regarding Ethereum and Bitcoin, because Ripple wants to show how did they get clarity and we didn't. Then the SEC, listen, claims, oh, Ripple's harassing us. We're being harassed. That's what they did. They called it harassment. Really? So the SEC, and if you're listening, fucking morons, how is it you can ask for Brad Garlinghouse's private banking records for 8 years? They're high. They're fucking high at the SEC. Joe Boiler, you better give him a joint or some better stuff. So then when Brad Garlinghouse says, well, okay, we're talking about clarity. How did Bitcoin and Ethereum get clarity? Let's see the records. Garlinghouse wasn't asking for their personal bank. Garlinghouse asking for the SEC's law. Brad Garlinghouse wants the law so it's clear on how Bitcoin and Ethereum got. That's what he's asking for. And the SEC, how is that harassment? Really? Are you serious? Did you seriously call that harassment in a court of law? You've got, I'm not a lawyer, but it's like I would never be so fucking stupid like the SEC. Like this whole thing is a fucking joke, okay? You don't know, like this doesn't make any logical sense, any of this fucking shit that's going down. And that's why these markets all across, because big investors, little tiny ones, like no one knows what is going on. What is the law? Because whatever law there is, they're not following it. You're supposed to bust people for security sales. You don't bust them. You got Ripple, who's been working with the government at least 1 to 2 times a month for 8 years. Those are the people you bust. Like, how does this fucking make any sense? I'm going to read some comments because they're hiding something. Veronica Rosario says they're hiding something. Twin Mill MC, SEC sucks dead moose balls. Oh my God. I think that's a good assumption. I would probably say that too. And then the SEC will be like, racist. Final Omega says, it doesn't make sense. You were so right. Keloy Abansky says, SEC is a joke. Crypto Norwegian is here. Hey, Hulkster. Hello, Crypto Norwegian. This whole thing is a total fucking joke, you guys. So that's why I'm not tripping on the XRP. And a lot of the other crypto, it's hard to say. I know what's going to happen is there's going to be clarity. Okay, that's what's coming, and it's scaring. It's not that nothing's changed in the crypto world. It's the fact that there's uncertainty. And where there's uncertainty, prices drop. People that want to take a risk and stuff, go in when they see uncertainty and buy shit up when it's cheap. Stay within your limits of what you can afford. Whatever you buy, stay within your limits of what you can afford and what you can afford to lose. Don't just buy some shit and think, oh yeah, I'm gonna make $5,000. I'm gonna put 1,000 in, make 5,000 and sell it. Don't think like that, because that's fucking stupid. What you think like is, I'm gonna study a crypto. Seems like it has a great use. It's got some brilliant people working for it. They've got some possible good business deals with IBM or Sony or whatever the fuck it is, and a good board of directors. You know what? I think I might invest in that. That's how I would invest, okay? I look at it as a good, solid project. I know in the future it should go up in value. I don't invest in something because it looks like the pump. The charts are saying this, so fuck. I'm gonna put in 1,000 and in a month from now sell it. That's fucking stupid. Okay, if you like to do that, please don't watch this channel. Okay, because I'm not gonna be able to teach you. Okay, I don't teach trading. I teach long-term wealth investment kind of stuff. You know, stuff that I plan on doing. So, you know, these are the same people that say, what's going to pump 3 weeks from now or whatever. I don't fucking care. This channel is not even, I'm like 51 years old. I'm not 23, or I'm not a 15-year-old kid asking stupid questions, all right? Hammered down driver. You helped me get through my long drives trucking around. Okay, well, at least you're learning something. Yeah, or at least being somewhat entertained. Okay, so like again, this channel is, well, every channel is kind of different, maybe, or maybe not. This one is just me giving my perspective, and then I read through live chats. If I find something that's interesting, I bring it out and share it with everybody. So it's kind of like, it's a participation thing. It's not me just talking for like 15 to 18 minutes, like a lot of videos. I'll do some talking. I'll bring up a lot of questions, stuff, you know, so that it gives you something to think about when you invest. So EG is looking at 5 years plus. Yeah, I mean, we'd all, hey, look, I'd like to be rich tomorrow, okay? Don't get me wrong. Realistically, I told my friend who's going to put in all that money, like I said, about 1 to 2 years before you could probably retire. And I'm not saying it might be moon timed where you're super mega wealthy, but in at least 1 to 2 years, like you could probably quit that job, sell the restaurant, and live off your interest that you're going to earn that money until it really super shoots up. If it takes 2 to 3 to 4 years or something, I don't know. But I know within one year is pretty much, I should be done, like cranking out videos and shit like that in 6 months, maybe to a year. I don't know if I'm gonna do it that long. I'm not saying, but that's at least how long I think. And so I'm gonna get some good money out of this. All right. So it's not gonna be next week. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what, you just don't fucking know. That's the thing with this crypto. See, these people are so shady. All right. There's Jay Clayton. You know, he got this job with the SunTrust. Let me look at my notes to see if I wrote it down. Oh, here's the thing that digital asset investor was saying. He was like, a few years ago, so before the SEC lawsuit, you got FinCEN, the SEC's Jay Clayton, Brad Garlandhouse. All these people are on the same fucking stage having a conference. Ripple's there with everybody. Nobody's saying a fucking thing to Ripple. Okay, you got it. You see how, like, I don't know what to call it. Confused, illegal, wrong, unpredictable, like all the above. And it's like, I'm not picking out any one crypto that's going to get hammered. It's just all of them now are kind of suffering because these assholes that are running shit are not running it correctly. That's the problem. So now is the time for you, I tell my friends, to find the cryptos that you want that are actually at a good price, and then just kind of hold them. Hodl and yodel, you know? That's what this time is for, right? You're not making money now we thought things were going to happen a little bit earlier, but that was just, like I'm telling you, little dinky baby sucker pumps, okay? That shit's, you're going to know when you're rich. You're going to look on your your phones or your computer or whatever and be like, oh shit, you know? So let's see what you guys have to say on some of this. Michael Vasquez, my bags are packed with XRP. Okay, mine are too. Just get your bags packed. 50% off sale right now over at Macy's or whatever. Get your fucking XRP and just sit tight and quit bitching, you know? Get some other good cryptos that are cheap and have a good use case. A lot of them are 50% off over there at Macy's again. Get your fucking crypto and just wait and quit being impatient. And, well, that was going up. Maybe I'm going to sell this and buy that. Quit doing that stupid fucked up shit. I already told you how to invest, all right? So if you want to like do all that trading shit, don't watch this fucking channel because I don't do that here. And you have a free right to do whatever you want. But I don't want to talk about that shit because I don't want other people to get your bad habits. Okay, yes. Canada here. Crypto Hulk, keep it up. The cold, hard truth is what everyone needs. The hodl, it will be one day suddenly. That's how it is. I don't know. It could be like a week from now, we could all be fucking rich. I can't tell you that because that would be wrong. I'm not going to tell you a price prediction because I don't know what the Treasury is going to do tomorrow. They might, you know what I'm talking about? Nobody can predict shit that's going to happen. All right? And if you, like I said, if you want to believe in fairy tales, go to Disneyland or Disney World, all right? Snapped Circuit. Started investing in crypto 3 years ago. There are still a lot of great entry points. Yeah, right now is entry point. It's not moon time, folks. It's buy what you can afford time. Got it? Because these regulations could take 5 years. Oh, shit. Well, you just never know. But again, I mean, if I got to wait that long, I got to wait that long. Sure as hell I ain't going to be making videos for 5 years. Heck no. Because you know why? It's going to be like a fucking soap opera. Soap operas, they make them up every winter or whatever, and every day during the summer when the new season comes out, it's just fake shit. And they change it as they go. They could change it tomorrow, and it's just, this whole thing is a soap opera. It's drama. Very poorly written. Like, how do you drop a lawsuit the day before or 2 days before you leave, or maybe the day that you quit, and then all your staff just quits with you? I mean, like I'm saying, like none of this shit makes sense. All right? So just invest in projects that make sense, regardless of all this nonsensical dumb shit stuff that's going on, okay? Focus, like I said, on what's good and what's a reputable crypto. And like I said, whatever before, get what you can afford, only buy what you can afford to lose, then there you have it. Protect it with a software wallet, hardware wallet, and then just listen to all the dumb shit that goes on, or just don't even listen to all the fucking YouTube shit. Just do your job the best you can. Don't be stressed. Focus on being the best you can at your job, whatever that is. And then trust and believe. One day you're going to know when you're rich because it's going to be all over the news. XRP or VeChain or Pancake Swap, wherever the fuck you invest in, the news media is going to say, oh, you know, Algo just hit $20 or some. You're going to know. That's what some people do. They buy their shit, put your private keys in the bank account, whatever you want to put it, or wherever, and then just live your life. And sometimes that's what it takes to stop from going crazy, you know? I don't know. Maybe if I ever make more videos and shit, it might be like workout stuff or whatever. Because the crypto stuff, eventually, I'm not going to need to make. I'm only doing this temporary, right? I'm just putting the word out. That's my only reason for doing Crypto Hulk, is to put the word out so I can maybe help as many people as I can be more aware of what's going on. Yeah, I'd like you to be rich because you learned a couple things from my channel, but you know what my main goal is to just raise awareness. Hey, there's a thing called cryptocurrency. These are some that I'm invested in. Here's some history on this one, that one, or the other. Here's what I noticed going on in the crypto world. Like I can't make you rich. I can raise your awareness and teach you things to look out for. But in the end, you've got to make your decisions based on your gut. That's how investing works. You use your brain, and then you got to use your gut too. And I don't have some game plan that I'm following. It's just I just made this channel because I'm sharing my experience. That's it. And there's one guy prays that God can bless us all. That's true. That's what it comes down to. Just like naughty and nice. You better have been nice rather than naughty. That might help. When the mainstream talks about XRP, that's when the game over for XD. Yeah, so here's another thing. Okay, now let me go back. X Infinity. When the mainstream media talks about XRP, that's when it's game over. Exactly. Okay. The media, now just from what I've seen, the only thing I see on the news is Bitcoin. For okay, I don't follow news, okay? But for the past year, I have. Why? Because I invested a lot of money in cryptos, and I want to know what the fuck is going on. So if I watch an NBC, that stupid ass show, like Hard Money, or whatever the fuck it is, that joker on there, all they talk about is Bitcoin. Everything's Bitcoin. And it was like, when XRP skyrockets, like at one point, up a couple weeks ago, my XRP from a year ago went up 800%. Why don't the news media talk about that? So like X Infinity's saying, I like to hear these bring up things that people are asking a lot of questions like, well, why? That seems kind of odd. Bitcoin's only gone up 500% in a year, because when I first invested, one Bitcoin was $12,000. Okay, 12,000 for one. At its high point, it was like 60 grand or something, or 65, whatever. So 12 times 5 is 60. So that's 500%. My XRP, I'm not going to tell you how much I got, but it went up 800%. So XRP actually beat Bitcoin in a year, a YTD return, year-to-date return. Okay. Oh, you won't hear that on Mad Money. That fucking asshole won't say nothing about that. They're only going to tell you when they've already bought it and the price is sky high to get it. That's when they'll tell you to get it, okay? I tell you shit right away because I have no interest in trying to buy something, and then they just pump the shit out of Bitcoin every fucking day on the news because they probably bought it 3-5 years ago. They were buying and buying and buying, not telling you to buy. Then all of a sudden it's 60 grand, and then they're saying you need to get some of this to be as a hedge, right? When you buy something as a hedge, you buy it just in case your other investments go down. They weren't telling you to buy this shit 5 years ago. No, because they were buying it. They wanted to buy it cheap at $5,000 or $3,000 or $1,000, and then when it gets to 60 grand, oh, now you need to buy it. That's what's going to happen with all these cryptos, whatever it is. Doggy coin, maybe it's $50 a year from now or 2 years from now. XRP, hopefully, dear God, it's $1,000 a year or two from now, okay, whatever, hopefully next week. But it's like, that's what I'm saying. They're not going to tell you to buy this shit now. The news media like Xfinity saying they're not going to tell you to buy XRP. It only went up, 800% in 1 year. Oh, don't mention that at all, but talk about Bitcoin, but we don't even fucking know who makes Bitcoin. They don't know who made Bitcoin, but they're sure as hell not going to bring that up on TV or investigate it. So why the fuck would you watch the news? That's what I'm saying. I don't watch these assholes. Watch Crypto Hulk. That's where you're going to find out. And there's some other good guys out there too. Digital Perspectives, Crypto Eddie, Digital Asset Investor, XRP Chiz, Bearable Bull. These are people that I fucking trust. Oh, let's see. We are so rich. We're just rich, but we don't know about it. Okay, that's what it is. Like, I got friends like, man, dude, do you think it's ever going to go up? And I'm like, dude, would you quit asking that stupid question? Like, I'm not going to dump all my shit into my investment and say, well, gee, I don't know. Like, I know it's going on. I'm just going to have to sit and wait. I already know what the end game is. If you don't know what the end game is, you need to start studying what you invested in. I don't need to study. I studied for like a whole year. I've been studying about the same 8 to 10, well, not quite, but mainly the top 3, my VeChain, XRP, and XLM. I've been watching shit about them like every fucking day for a year. So I don't even question at all what the hell. I don't care if it goes down to 20 cents. All I know is Jay Clayton's probably banging somebody to get the price down, whatever he's got to so he keeps his Chinese investment bankers happy. I don't fucking care if it goes down to 10 cents. I know what I invested in. So whether it takes 6 months or a year or 2, if you're nervous about what's going on, then you didn't invest in the right stuff. I'm not fucking worried at all. I'm irritated, but I'm not worried. It's just like, because I know I bought the best shit. So I'm just trying to figure out, what is our government doing? I don't look at what's wrong with XRP, VeChain, or XLM, or any of the ones I recommend, Algorand, XDC. I don't worry about that shit. And I didn't invest in all those, only 3. I mean, 2. But it's like, I'm just wondering, like, I'm worried about our government. That's what I'm worried about, not my investment. I'm worried about these assholes. Like, what are they doing? That's what people should be worried about. I got my stuff, like I said, on Hard Ledger, so I'm cool. Research is huge. CryptoCat says research is huge. Absolutely. Final Omega's not worried. Xfinity's like, shit, when XRP goes $10, I'm going to hop out my chair. Hello, Tim from Melbourne, Australia. How did Max Kaiser get his hands on Bitcoin so early? See, that's what I'm saying, you guys. These people buy this Bitcoin thing. They probably have all the news media people. Remember, there's like 6 organizations that control 90% of the news in this country. So if you want to really rip off the American people, what you do is you get these 6 business guys, introduce them to Bitcoin, and tell all your news media, don't investigate Bitcoin, pump the shit out of it, and we'll be rich. So what these network news people probably do, this is my opinion, this only makes sense because none of the news media, I already told you, here we go, none of them investigated Bitcoin. Have you heard? I haven't seen any investigative at 6 o'clock news. Bitcoin investigation. Here we're going to expose. You don't hear none of that stuff, do you? No? No. And all they do is they're pumping up the tire. They're pumping up the Bitcoin hype, and it's going up. There's nothing, up till about 2 weeks ago or something, there's nothing negative whatsoever. Even if it goes down, oh, it's all good with Bitcoin. You guys got to buy it at $60,000. Keep buying it. When these rich people probably dumped $50 million into Bitcoin, $50 million, and who knows how many they bought or whatever. I'm just saying, like when it's up to $60,000, who knows how much they made? It's all a game. Now that people are trying to scare you out of your precious little bit of cryptos that you got. Our favorite period of holding is over. Joe Villa. The Great Reset. Yeah. The Great Reset is really what we're waiting for. The whole world's got to get connected. Okay? So I'm going to, I think, close with that. I kind of talked about, there's a couple other things, but it's pretty much similar. So there's just so many questions. I decided not to go through the whole timeline. I think you get my point. It just goes from bad to fucking worse. And you've got blind people that can't see, trying to run shit. And like I gave the illustration, you got the a whole bunch of 8-year-olds in a house. And who knows, there's probably crank. Oh, it's not crank. What do they call it? They call it meth now. There's like meth on the table. The kids are snorting it and, snorting cocaine and stuff and having a party. The parents are, that's what's going on. Like, I'm serious. You got Jay Clayton getting brought. Jay Clayton's associate, who worked at the SEC, he takes $15 million from a company he used to work for that sells and represents, okay, they represent Bitcoin and Like, I'm just telling you, I'm giving these examples, and they're totally fucking true. I mean, it's a joke. It's a fucking zoo. It's a circus show. What's going on in our government? Don't be afraid. Do what I said about studying your cryptos to invest in, and then don't fucking worry about it. Okay? Lock them up in a software wallet, hardware, whatever, and we'll have to see what happens. Maybe get 5 different cryptos or something, right? So in case one of them gets wrecked and you got 4 others to choose from, whatever it is. If you want to dump all your eggs in one basket, that's your choice, okay? But I'm not phased by this. This is like an irritant. Like, it's irritating because we've got professionals that are just so unprofessional. Just not doing their jobs, allowing illegal stuff to happen, taking bribes, and just on and on and on, you know? They're straight up lying. That's what's going on. Prices are cheap. Buy your cryptos the smart way. And I'll talk to you. Probably there'll be a lot more news coming out Monday, Tuesday. So I'll make a video then. So that'll be it.